Shall we start then? Everybody, thank you so much for your time. I am Rob Carter, and thank you again for joining us today. We'd like to talk about BCUIC, BCU, and also showcase Birmingham as a study destination for you. In order to help me, it's a real pleasure to welcome our panel of current and former students to the stage to answer some questions from their perspective as an international student here. So what today is all about really is first of all, meeting myself and meeting my colleague Amara. So my name, as I say, is Rob Carter. I am the Director of Marketing and Admissions at BCUIC. Amara, would you like to just give a quick introduction to yourself?
Yes, of course. Hi everyone, this is Amara. I'm based in Lahore, Pakistan, and I'm the Senior Student Recruitment Manager for Pakistan.
Thanks, Amara. And then if I move on to the next page, we're starting to pull our full team together as well. So if I can just ask you guys just to introduce yourself. Should we start with you, Emad?
Hi everyone, my name is Emad Arif, and I'm currently studying with BCUIC. I'm doing my foundation in arts and design, and my major is going to be when I excel to BCU Media and Communications.
Hi everyone.
Thanks, Syed.
Hi everyone, this is Syed. I'm a former graduate from BCUIC. Currently doing my master's from University of Exeter in marketing, and it's been a pleasure being here. Hoping to have a good time there.
Thank you so much. I think we're still waiting for Mahnoor. Hopefully she'll be with us soon. So Numan, can I just ask?
I think she's there, Rob. I think.
Oh, is she? Oh, sorry. Yeah, she's on the next page. Apologies. Mahnoor, please introduce yourself for us, Mahnoor. Apologies.
Can you hear us, Mahnoor? Okay.
Hey, hello everyone. I'm Mahnoor. I'm the Vice President of the BCU Pakistani Society, and it's so nice to see everyone here.
Thanks, Mahnoor. And Numan, sorry to leave you to the end, but please can you introduce yourself?
That's completely fine. Hi everyone, this is Numan Asif, and I'm a former BCUIC student and BCU graduate as well, and spent a very good time while my time in Birmingham. I'm from Pakistani and currently living in Kuwait. And I've also, like Mahnoor, is a VP in BCU Pak Society. I was the president of the Pakistan Society during my time in the university. So I hope all of you enjoy your time in Birmingham.
Thank you so much. So the floor is very much with anyone who has joined us, and any of you as attendees, please ask questions. We have a wonderful panel here who have all given up their time to be able to help you to make a decision on whether BCU and BCUIC and Birmingham is a good location for you. We have some questions that we've already had in previously, so I will start if that's okay with those. Beth, if you let me know if there are any others that we can add to that, that would be wonderful. So if you don't mind, I'm just going to pick on a few of our wonderful panelists here just to give us a bit more information. So maybe Syed, would you be able to tell us how easy it is to make friends at BCUIC?
Oh, well, very much. Thank you. For me, making friends at BCU has been like it was a very smooth process. Like it was quite fun as well, because obviously like in BCUIC we're all coming from different backgrounds and everybody is new, so it was quite easy to blend in first. And I made like friends which I'm like carrying them for life with me now. I don't know if anyone remembers Jairus. Yeah, so we're still in contact with each other, and then we still hang out. I came back to UK after a very long time, and we're meeting out in like places like London. We went traveling together to Glasgow as well. So yeah, making friends in BCUIC was very easy. It's quite like everybody's willing to everybody's very, very welcoming. Yep.
Thanks, Syed. It's nice to hear that you're still in touch with Jairus as well. That's really nice.
Yeah.
I'm gonna carry on with that question around the panel, if that's okay, because I think it's a really good starter for us. So, Numan, can I ask you how you got on with integrating, making friends, etc. when you joined BCUIC?
I think the first day when you join BCUIC, I think the very first day you start making friends, like you get to meet new people. I think in the common room itself, in the BCUIC, like there we got the chance to introduce with everyone. There were icebreakers and all this stuff, and then I think we were divided into teams and playing games. So I think that was a pretty good chance to communicate with everyone and be friends with them. So other than that, I think the student accommodation itself, that was linked to BCUIC. I made a lot of friends over there as well, and then moving forward to BCU, I made a lot of new friends. I think I met Mr. Irsada as well in BCU, and we became very good friends, and we are still in touch. We talk time to time to each other. So yeah, it will be a fun experience, and you will make a lot of friends, a lot of friends over time.
Thanks, Numan. And Emad, can I ask you from the recent student perspective? Obviously, we've had some difficult times globally over the last kind of 18 months or so. How are you finding it in terms of from your perspective at the moment?
Like after the pandemic, as you know, the classes are online and in person as well. So talking to everyone online was a bit fun, but after seeing them in person, I was just it was just like, it was my second home, and it always feels like home, to be honest, whenever I'm in BCUIC. It's either the staff or the students, both are so much communicating, and it never feels like, oh, I'm an international student and I don't know anything, or maybe that's like that. It's just like family.
Thank you, Emad. I think it's probably time I won't ask you about your time making friends with BCUIC Mahnoor, because I know that you didn't come through us as a pathway. You were straight to BCU. But perhaps I can ask you a couple of questions, if you don't mind, about the Pakistan Society. So thank you. So how many members actually make up the Pakistan Society at the moment?
So this year we actually have the most members. We have around 110 members this time. So it's quite a big community, and it's great, because you meet people from back home, and it just feels like home. You feel more connected to them, and it's easier making friends that way.
That's perfect. I've been following you on Instagram, the society, and I can see there's lots of fun things that you arrange and events that you host. Can you give us some examples of some of the things that people can join and take part in? And obviously, Numan, if you want to pick up as well after Mahnoor, as from your experience, that would be wonderful too.
Yeah, we have a lot of events all through the year. I mean, last time most of the events were online, so we had events like International Women's Day, debate night, we had a poetry competition, we had collabs with other societies. This year they're more in-person events, so we've had concerts, Qawwali nights. So Qawwali is like a traditional music night. What else? We have had our meet and greet. We have a games night coming up, and we have another music event coming up this Saturday. So there's quite a lot of events students can attend and like meet each other. And so yeah, we've got quite a few events coming up. We've got a winter ball coming up. So yeah, that's quite exciting.
Wonderful, thank you. Numan, can you, from your perspective, back a couple of years ago, can you add to that as well, perhaps?
Yeah, sure. So yeah, it was like we had like a lot of events as well, like chai events, shisha events itself. So like chai is something us Pakistani people like love a lot. So a lot of people showed up on that as well, and then we had the music concert as well. We collaborated with other societies, and plus we focused on one big thing as well, collaborating with the Indian society. So like the president of the Indian society herself was a very close friend of mine. So we really focused on that. We had a India versus Pakistan cricket event as well. And the main purpose of collaborating together with the Indian society was to display a positive image that Indian and Pakistanis can be friends, because the image portraying on the news is not really good. So other than that, we took a trip to Winter Wonderland as well, like in 25 quid. Going to the Winter Wonderland, coming back was also a good option for all the students. So a lot of people turned up on that as well. So it's good for the new students, especially Pakistan Society is a very good platform like to make new friends, and like Pakistan Society is very helpful to the new people coming as well. So I think everyone should join the Pakistan Society, whoever is coming from Pakistan.
I think it'd be good if we can beat the numbers from this year, Mahnoor, right? I guess there's one question.
Definitely.
I was going to say, Numan, maybe one question. Who won the cricket?
Sorry?
Who won the cricket match?
Oh, who won the cricket match?
Yeah.
I think we had like 2
Pakistan.
matches. So it was 2 matches, and one of them was won by Pakistan, and the other one was India.
That sounds fair. That's a very good answer.
We had to make it.
Yeah. So you're saying you let them win, right?
Yeah.
So we won the Champions Trophy.
Sorry, Syed.
We won the Champions Trophy though.
Fair enough. Perfect. Thank you so much. Mahnoor, maybe you could let us know how easy it is to join the Pakistan Society once once students have arrived in the UK.
I mean, it just takes a few minutes. All you have to do is just go on the SU website and search for the Pakistani Society, and you can buy your membership there for £4.
And that's for the whole year, is it, Mahnoor?
That's for the whole year, yeah.
Perfect. Okay. And obviously there's many other societies for any of our students to join. Anything that is available through the Students' Union can be joined and accessed by any students at BCUIC and BCU. Right, I'm not sure where I dropped out, but I was going to ask another question, if that's okay, to the panelists. So maybe I can start with you, Numan, and just ask, how did BCUIC prepare you for your degree at BCU? What were the benefits of coming through BCUIC?
For the students, like for the international students coming from Pakistan or Kuwait or Saudi Arabia, like all these places, I think BCUIC is a very good platform, since like you are coming from a very different type of studying mindset. Like, but we have studied, like most of us study Pakistani board. Few of us only opt for the A levels or O levels. So it's a totally different experience, and BCUIC prepares you like what will be coming on in BCU. So in BCUIC, it's like the tutors are more focused on you. It's less students in the class, so you get your individual attention, and you learn a lot. And I was prepared very well for the BCU experience, because moving forward with BCU, there were like 40-50 students in each of the session. So I think you're trained well in BCUIC for what's coming next.
Thank you so much. If I could ask the same question, have I gone again?
No, you're still there.
Still there. So everyone else is frozen. I'm going to turn my video off for a little bit, just to try and help, I think.
I think you were, just as you dropped off, Syed had started to answer your question.
Apologies. Sorry, Syed. let's revert back to you then, please.
Yeah. For me, BCUIC was a very good experience, because it prepared me a lot with the studies. Obviously the class sizes are like small in BCUIC, which helped me in, like, having this interaction with my professors on a one-to-one basis. That was quite useful in terms of, like, having a first grip on how studies are going to be in the BCU, and further on, like, it improved my communication with my professors in the first place. So, like, it was quite easy to, like, get to, like, blend in the BCU and the whole, because BCU is a larger part of the whole university, and BCUIC is a college where, like, these people get prepared for the larger part of the university. So for me, it was quite easy, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Thank you, Syed. Can I continue with the question there around that with you as well, Emad?
Yeah, so as Numan was saying, that because we are coming from a different education perspective and different background, so it's a little bit hard to merge into this system, because many of the things are online and other things are like, it's not the way that we have done in Pakistan. So it is basically giving a base to us where we can look how we are going to excel in BCU, and how we are going to do things, or how the things are working here in the UK, and what kind of techniques we would be using, and different kind of activities that would be beneficial for us.
Thank you so much. So I think, I don't know if there's any more detail, Emad, that maybe you could add, for example, the the modules that you're studying at the moment, how they are helping you as you are readying yourself for BCU. Is there anything else you'd like to say, maybe about the modules and a bit more detail about those?
Yeah, like sometimes we are just looking at a thing in a certain particular way. But there are many other ways, like it's a broad spectrum, and you can just add all of the things, add on, and just use all of the techniques in your specific degree or in your specific background. Where are you going to excel? So yeah, basically this is all.
Thank you so much. So the next question I was hoping to ask to you, Syed, is really around work placement opportunities, etc. at BCU, and whether you found that easy, but also across Birmingham as a city as well. So maybe you could help us with that one.
Well, yes. So work opportunities in Birmingham are like quite. Birmingham is quite like a diverse city. So like obviously you can find a lot more in terms of like work opportunities in the city itself. The good part about BCU is that it's located in the heart of the city center in Birmingham. So that way it's quite useful for you to commute between. If you're working around for jobs, like I basically worked a lot of like jobs during my undergraduate. I remember I used to work at these restaurants, and like getting from my workplace to the university and like attending lectures at the same time was quite easy for me as well. In terms of work placements, obviously like BCU helped me a lot in maintaining my applications for my for my internships, which I had in my second year. And in the end of my second year, and that was quite useful. That's one of the key factors I wouldn't be able to like that basically build it up my CV for like a professional experience for my career as well. So yes, I believe that BCU was very useful.
Thank you so much. Numan, can I ask you a similar question, if that's okay, just around work opportunities, work placements, etc., while you were through with BCU and BCUIC?
Yes, but basically there are if you're working while being a student, like if you want to earn some part-time money, there are a lot of opportunities in Birmingham. You can like in the restaurants, in the retail sector as well. You get even within the BCU, you get a lot of jobs as well. And other than that, coming to the work placement, BCU, there is one good thing with BCU, that they have a careers office, which helps you a lot in securing a placement. I still remember during my second year, I was being followed up constantly that we have to even if we don't want to have a placement, we should apply. So that's one good thing, that we do get pushed to apply for placement. But one thing I would like to advise all the new students, that applying for a placement doesn't mean that you will get served with a placement on your plate. You do have to work hard. You do have to keep on applying, follow up with the recruiters and all these people, and then you secure a placement. So you do have to work hard. It's not that just like you apply for a placement and you get it. So that's also one of the key things all the new students should consider. But yeah, overall, BCU helps a lot in securing a placement.
Thank you, Numan. Just a question for Emad, if you don't mind. I was wondering if you could tell us how easy you're finding it to find food and other cultural things from Pakistan within Birmingham whilst you've been living here.
Well, it has been really easy, to be honest. I wasn't thinking that it would be that much easy. Yeah, I was just thinking that might be, could be, I might not find the food, but I was surprised when I was here. To be honest, I have some my favorite restaurants over here who are serving me the best things. Even the things maybe don't taste like that in Pakistan, and they're serving them here, and I really enjoying them all. And it's never been a hustle to find a Pakistani food, to be honest. It's not a big hustle. You can find kebabs, karais, you name it, you have it. Each and everything. It's either barbecue, it's either balti, because from where I'm from, Pakistan, the city is really famous for the foods and the wrestlers. So I'm a real time big time foodie. So food is really important for me, as the study is, that much is as my food.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Emad. Mahnoor, I know you've been in Birmingham for a little while as well, so could I ask you the same question, if that's all right, just in terms of any food, how you've got around finding things, I guess with the society as well. I'm sure you're going out for lots of wonderful meals, etc.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, finding Desi food, Pakistani food in Birmingham has never been a problem. anything from Pakistan, you name it, we have it here. Like Emad said, like anything from snacks to actual meals. You really don't miss out. Like you don't really miss the actual food from home because you get everything here, and it's great really because it's like a mini Pakistan here.
Thank you so much. And I know obviously Numan and Syed, you've probably moved on a little bit from Birmingham now, but do you have memories going back in terms of how you were able to access the food and the cultural things that you were looking for from Pakistan when you were in Birmingham?
Well, yes, Birmingham's been all like Birmingham feels like home. I've been visiting Birmingham now. Like last week, I was in Birmingham as well, and yeah, it feels like home. Like I know all the places now. It feels like I can go anywhere and I can find my way out with food. Food's that one thing that didn't disappoint me at all. And yeah, Birmingham's like it feels like home. It's like Mahnoor said as well. It's like a mini Pakistan. So yeah, it's quite comfortable with food. Yeah. What about you, Numan? How did you feel about food in Birmingham?
Food in Birmingham, I think on every step you'll find Pakistani food in Birmingham. It's like, yeah, like Mahnoor said, it's like a mini Pakistan here, there in Birmingham. And especially, I think, I don't know if the new students would remember, but yeah, this Spark Hill, Stratford Road, and the Allenbrook Road, like on these two streets especially, like the food is really amazing, fantastic. And yeah, I think that's about it.
Thank you so much. Yeah, absolutely delicious food, particularly around that area. I've been there many times. Beth, I think we've got a couple of questions coming through. Can I ask you if there's anything that we've got to ask the panel?
Yeah, so we've got much of the questions, thanks to everyone submitting their questions. Much of them are quite specific around particular courses, I think. But a question from Aisha about how much health insurance to pay as a student from Pakistan. I'm not sure if that's one for you really, Rob, or for but that's
yeah, so that's probably the immigration health surcharge, which you pay when you make the visa application. Off the top of my head, I'm not sure how much that is at the moment. You pay an amount for each year of study, so that would be part of that visa application process. If you need the details, then I can either myself or Amara can pick that one up for you afterwards. I doubt. I'm not sure. I mean, maybe one of you guys knows off the top of your head, but it's not something I've got right. You do. Okay, fair enough. Please answer for me.
It's £47 per year from Pakistan.
Thanks, Syed. So I guess Emad, if I can just ask you another question, if you don't mind. How did you find the BCUIC staff when you arrived and when you came to study with us in BCUIC?
Well, as I was talking earlier, that because of the pandemic, we were taking classes online, and it took time to get all of the things done and reach to the UK. So when I just came here, I just went to the office and I just looked at them and they smiled. And it was just already like, it was nothing something like I didn't knew about, I didn't knew the name. It was already like, I already know that people from years, and they were so welcoming, and the staff is super helpful. Like if I don't know anything, I just go to them, I tell them my problem, and they just fix it for me. And like, it's as simple as that. Like, it might not sound like that, but it is, to be honest. It is just like that. I just go to them, I just tell them my problem, that I don't know how to do this. And they'll guide me that you have to do this, you have to do this, then you do this. And then when you're getting proper guidance, there's no chance to be like confused or anything like that, you know.
Thank you so much, Emad. Numan, I wonder if I could ask you another question, if you don't mind, just about how your degree with BCU has opened up doors for you in your career. Maybe you can give us a quick update on where you are, what you are doing at the moment as well, if you don't mind, please, since you've left.
Sure. So currently I'm working with Deloitte and Touch. It's one of the big four audit firms, audit and consultancy firms worldwide. And I'm currently working on the role of associate auditor. And here I'm residing here in Kuwait. So BCU, yeah, definitely it helped me a lot the BCU degree itself to achieve this job as well, because I think degree is just a certificate. It's all about what you've learned in the university, and all my lecturers, all the professors, tutors, everyone have been really helpful and available to me at all times. And yeah, that's about it. But yeah, definitely BCU degree has helped me a lot.
Thank you so much. Same question, if you don't mind, to you, Syed. So, how have you found the usefulness of your degree? And obviously, if you again just give us a quick update on where you've been since, or what you've been up to since you left us.
Yeah, so after my degree in BCU, I did a business management degree from BCU, and I applied like everywhere for jobs. Unfortunately, we were hit by this global pandemic, the COVID era. So I had to like fly back to Pakistan, and I took a gap year. And in that gap year, I had numerous opportunities for myself. I started my own startup, for which I started working. We started working with universities around the globe. I started this like small little student recruitment agency, and now we're so big that we're like basically we have offices in 5 countries. And then further on, after taking this gap year, I started my master's. I always wanted to get into a bigger Brussels Group university, prestigious ones. So I got into University of Exeter for my master's, currently doing my MSc marketing. And my interview, for my admission interview, I spoke about BCU, how my time has been in Birmingham, and they were quite impressed. And luckily I got in. So yeah, I'm currently in my student accommodations where all the magic happens, which is eat, sleep, movies, and repeat.
Thanks, Syed. I hope you're going out as well, right? You're not just
Oh
sitting in your room.
oh yeah, Exeter, the city is very beautiful as well.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a few kind of questions that I can see that we've had through as well. So one of them is, and just if you'd like to answer it, just anyone within the panel, please do answer it. And if you want to add to it, or anyone else wants to add to the answer, then again, please just come off mute and answer it. So what do you enjoy most about living in Birmingham? Does anyone want to take that one? Obviously, when you were living in Birmingham, if you've now left.
Yeah, so I think as mentioned earlier, one of the main things was the food itself in Birmingham. Plus, I think all our Asian people are also coming towards Birmingham as well. So we made a lot of Asian friends, Indian friends, and from different Asian cultures. So that's one of the key things. Plus, being a Muslim as well, you get to see a lot of mosques there in Birmingham. So that was also my Ramadan itself was very well spent in Birmingham. So I think if you're a Muslim and you're coming from Pakistan, Birmingham is the best place for you.
Yeah, I'll just add to that as well, like how Numan said. I don't think so you'll be able to like miss back home, Pakistan, when you're in Birmingham. And especially for me, the times that I've spent with people around me, it was quite similar the way it was in Pakistan, and like with a touch of a British experience as well. I think like Birmingham is a perfect fit for a student to start off in the UK. And yeah, food has always been a point where it's like you can get anything around in Birmingham, so food has never been a problem. So yeah, Birmingham was quite a home.
Thank you so much. I think that's probably opened up one question, Numan. Just talking about faith, etc. Just I wonder if anyone could pick up on the facilities within Birmingham and also within the university for people to continue to practice their faith.
Definitely. So regarding the facilities, I think I don't know if I think the BCUIC building has changed now, but back when I was there, the BCUIC building was a different one in Boneville. And they had a multi-faith room over there as well. So even when you're in university, you could go there and pray. And then coming to BCU, the new building they recently built, I think back 2 years ago. So over there as well, you have got quite a good praying room as well. I think it's also a multi-faith room, you can say. And they have a separate room for girls and boys. And other than that, even the Juma Prayers, like us Muslims, we try not to miss it. So there are Juma Prayers held as well in the Friday prayers, basically. So Friday prayers are held as well in the BCU. It's organized by I think it's Muslim Society, if I'm not wrong. So that's also one society all the Muslims must join. or like, and plus even if someone is not Muslim, from people coming from other faiths as well, like they've got different societies and different facilities for all of them. So everyone is taken care of.
Thank you so much. I wonder if there's Mahnoor or Emad, if you can give us the more up to date. Obviously, I know Numan, you were here when we were back in Bourneville, as you said. So any more kind of examples of that, maybe from now, with us being based very much in the heart of you know, the second largest city in the UK. Mahnoor?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you can find a lot of mosques around, and then also within the uni, there's prayer rooms for girls and boys. As Numan said, there are Friday prayers held, so you won't really miss your, you know, prayers. And yeah, no matter what religion you come from, you'll be taken care of, and there are facilities available. We do have an Islamic society, so they have different events too. So you can definitely join that as well.
Yeah, and I'll take it to the end. Like before, as Mahnoor had said, it's men in Pakistan, or like Numan had said that all of the Asians are coming here. So it's never a hustle to find things or find your favorite food products or anything like that. You won't miss out anything. You'll get everything in Birmingham, to be honest. And like, however, whatever kind of person you are, you'll always get like the things of your interests and the best people around you. And specifically when you're in BCU or BCUIC, you're already having the best people around.
Thank you so much. Just another one, just around accommodation options, if you don't mind. I don't know if anyone would like to just to kick us off with kind of where you decided to stay, or where you are staying at the moment within Birmingham, and kind of what kind of options are here. So obviously, you know, maybe you decided to stay with student accommodation, maybe you look privately, but if you could just maybe give us a few words around the options that were available to you, and maybe where you decided to stay based on that. I don't know if anyone wants to start us off with that one.
Well, I actually had like my relatives living in Hallgreen, so currently I'm living with them, and it's like the best part is like it's a 2-minute walk from the Hallgreen train station, and it only takes 10 minutes to reach to Birmingham Moore Street, which is the city center station, and like a 2 to 5 minutes walk to university. So yeah, it's basically the best part. I just wake up at 7 and get ready by 7:30. And in 10 minutes, I'm over there. What could be more best than this? And like, I have also visited Jennings Court, the student accommodation. One of my friends is living over there, and I'm really impressed by the Jennings Court, because I wasn't expecting, to be honest, that it would be that much good. And the best part of living in a student accommodation, from my point of view, is that you get to know about different people studying in BCU or BCUIC, and you can interact with them, you know, and like people are living with them. You have a common kitchen. You can just have some kind of discussion. You can work together, even like everything you can do over there. So I'm really impressed by the accommodation of the university.
Thanks, Emad. Would anyone else like to add to that? Or I think that was a very comprehensive answer. Thank you.
Sure. I think regarding the accommodation itself, the student accommodations, there are like quite a lot of student accommodation in Birmingham. If you see at, I think, I don't remember the names anymore. It's been 2 years now. But yeah, so I think one of them was Londonderry. That was in city center, and other than that, BCU itself has got accommodation just behind its main building. That's only for the first year students, and around those buildings as well. If you go and visit the BCU student accommodation office, they can find you a very nice house to live that's just made for students. Other than that, if you're looking for a bit cheaper student accommodation options, you can also go to Handsworth. There's a very big student accommodation. It's very good and very big. Hamcam, it's called Hamcam. So I lived for 2 years in Hamcam, and then 1 year we rented a big house with my friends as well. Ishtada has been there, so it was a lot of fun. So yeah, like finding an accommodation in Birmingham is very easy, and you can find a good accommodation very close to university very easily.
Thank you so much. As I say, I think that probably gives a lot of information about both the student type of accommodation, and as Emad says, Jennings Court, for example, is located virtually next door to the college, and very close access to all of the rest of the university that is based there as well. But there are so many options, both living with relatives if they're in the area, which obviously Emad, I know that's a really good option for you. But also private accommodation, as Numan mentioned, you can rent a large property with your friends, particularly once you've made your friends up, maybe after the first year of study, and then that can really give you a great price option. And also a lot of fun as well, without people without having to live within a university style accommodation. So that's really good. Probably just a couple more questions, I think, if that's okay. I know we've taken up a lot of the morning for the panelists, and Numan, I know you've got to go back to work. Syed, I'm sure you've got a dissertation to write, and Emad, we don't want you missing any lectures today, do we? So if you do have any more questions, please pop them through. I think there's one about post-study work visas. That's quite a simple one at the moment. Anyone obviously who comes to the UK and successfully completes their program. So if you come to study your undergraduate degree and you get your undergraduate degree, or you come to study your master's program and you get your master's program, then obviously you are able to apply for the post-study work visa to continue your stay in the UK, to work in any industry that you would like to. So it gives you an opportunity to work in places where you can build yourself up over that period of time, and then you can look for other visas once that time has gone. I don't know if any of you guys wanted to talk about post-study work visa, or whether you're interested in it, whether you're looking at that as an option, and how that might how your experience might then relate to anyone who's looking to apply for us. Syed, are you looking for the post-study work visa once you've completed?
Oh yeah, definitely. It's a wonderful option. So why not take it? So yeah, it's a 2 years work visa after you graduate, and I think the eligibility criteria for that is to just have a just complete a degree, or complete a level 6 degree or a level 7 degree, and yeah, it's a 2 years work visa. You can work wherever you want, and a good chance to stay in the UK for a longer bit.
Thanks, Syed. Shall I finish off with maybe a couple more questions? I guess what advice would you give to an offer holder if you put yourself back maybe a few months or a few years, when you were deciding where you were going to study? Obviously you have the whole globe to choose from, so many universities, so many pathway options. What advice would you give either to yourself in that situation, or to the new offer holders that we are speaking with today, when it comes to deciding where is a good place to study? Emad, shall I start with you, just because you've probably been through this process most recently, so you'll probably remember it, and it gives the other guys a bit of time to think.
I just have 3 words: just do it. Because I think this is the best university. Like when I was looking around to the universities, I just felt like this is the one, and it had all the equipment regarding, I'm doing media and communications. So media communication things and instruments are the equipment are really, really expensive. So I won't be able to buy them on my own. So I get a chance to get a hands on them and just use them and know how to use them and things like that. So I think it's the best part.
Thank you. Anyone else like to pick up on that one, just in terms of the decision making at offer stage?
I think one of the things is it also depends from faculty to faculty. When I was at my time, when I was getting an offer from BCU, all I checked was if the specific faculty, the business and the business faculty itself, I mean. So if it's good or not. So I think you should also check if the university is good faculty wise. And other than that, obviously you'll find even better ranking universities in the UK, like the top ranking was able. But I think BCU itself is an affordable option, you can say, and it's not like this university was opened yesterday. It's been around for I think 200 years now. So yeah, BCU has got good credentials, and yeah, I think if in terms of job, you will get a job after studying from BCU. So I think it all depends on you, how much hard work you do. So yeah, if you're considering BCU, that won't be a regret really.
Thank you so much, Numan. Syed?
Yeah, so for the current offer holders, my advice would be to like explore, like obviously like I applied to many other universities other than BCUIC when I was applying. But the reason why I chose BCUIC was because of its friendliness, environment, the student affairs, the student services, they're like brilliant. If you want help, they can help you with anything. So I started like contacting them, like connecting with them before I even arrived to Birmingham. And when I arrived to Birmingham, to my surprise, everything was sorted out for me. So yeah, that was quite useful. And my advice to the offer holders would be that when you join BCUIC, just don't restrict yourself to a city, Birmingham itself. Just explore yourself with new opportunities, make friends outside universities, join societies, because that's the only thing which has helped me with my experience. Like wherever I am right now, like just like exploring out new opportunities was one of the main reasons why I got somewhere. And yeah, BCU Birmingham itself is like it's a very diverse city. So like I would recommend to take as much as advantage as you can, because I know a lot of people who are like very shy in the beginning as well. But then like Birmingham gives you that a little bit of like that boost that you can like boost yourself up with them. So yeah, that's my advice. Just don't stay one place. Just make yourself happen. Like Emad himself says, current student, he's been happy. He's been experiencing everything. Just do it. Just get in.
Thanks, Syed. Mahnoor, would you be able to offer any advice to somebody who's looking to start with us in Birmingham?
Yeah, so when I applied to unis, obviously I had different options as well. I'm so glad I chose BCU. One of the main reasons I chose BCU was, one, they're super diverse, so you meet people from different cultures, you learn so much about different cultures, and it's great, really. And the second reason was their employability rate, so that is definitely great. Also, you definitely won't regret choosing BCU, because what I noticed is the teaching styles, they keep it so simple and they don't overcomplicate it. It's to the point, it's simple and easy to understand.
Perfect, thank you. I think we're probably closing or coming to an end now. So if anyone does have any more questions, please do send them through. If you have any questions afterwards, I'm going to pop up contact details for myself and Amara on the next slide, if that's okay. Amara, as she introduced herself this morning, early on in the call, is based obviously in Pakistan, and she's here to support and assist, as am I. So please do ask us questions. Please do come through to us if you're not sure or clear on anything. I'm going to put everyone a little bit on the spot now, apologies, and I'm going to ask you for 3 words to describe your experience with us at BCUIC or in Birmingham. I know, Mahnoor, you've not been through BCUIC, so if I can give you like a second just to think about that, and then I'm going to randomly pick on you, if that's okay, and I'm sure you're going to come up with some good things. So Emad, again, you're living the dream at the moment, so maybe I can start with you. What 3 words would you describe what 3 words would you use to describe your experience with BCUIC?
This is incredible. Like, to be honest, this is incredible. Like, when I was applying and things like that, I haven't like thought that much that it's going to be that much good. And as I'm a student rep as well, so I'm just getting into things, always organizing, getting into the stuff and asking them questions, asking student questions that if they have any kind of problem or anything, and everyone is so cooperative and everyone is so communicative. So it's a second home to me now. I don't miss home, to be honest. I don't miss home anymore.
Thanks, Emad. You might need to do some numerical modules just to work out 3 words, but thank you so much. That was That was a very long 3 words, should we say? Is one maybe lots of hyphens. Can I move on to who? Does anyone want to go next? Has anyone had a time to compose themselves and think of 3 good words? Syed, shall I pick on you?
I was hoping that I don't come, because thinking about it, I've spent 3 years in Birmingham, and you're just trying to ask me like to sum it up in 3 words. That's quite hard, isn't it? But
You
yeah,
can go with the Emad 3 words if you'd like to, Syed, and just have a closing address if you want.
no, I'll just like choose 3 words. If I was to choose 3 words, I'd just say extravagant, positivity, and energy. That's what Birmingham was for me.
Thank you so much, Syed. Numan, can I call on you?
Yeah, I had chosen the similar word to it. So like a very positive experience, one of those, and then impeccable and an amazing experience. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Mahnoor, would you be able to offer as in your role as the Pakistan the Vice President of the Pakistan Society, would you be able to add 3 words just to help to conclude the event today?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, as Irtiza said, it is really hard to conclude it in just 3 words, but I would say just great, unforgettable, and definitely positive.
Thank you so much. Beth, is there anything else that we need to pick up off the Q&As, or are we?
Perhaps just one for you, Rob. Osama has just asked, can a student change their course after they've completed their foundation year?
It will depend on the foundation and obviously the course that you're looking to change. So it is usually possible to change from, for example, a business style course to another business style course. It's not always possible because it will depend on the module mix that you have studied. So if you're clear already on what it is that you want to study, the best thing to do is obviously apply for that course. Otherwise, it's a good opportunity now to have a real good think about what it is and where you want your career to take you. But if you're kind of caught between 2 similar courses, you know, like kind of a business and a business management, then the chances are it's probably okay for you to switch over after the foundation. But if you wanted to move from, you know, for example, like a health science course to art and design, then that wouldn't be possible. You'd have to kind of withdraw, go and reapply for that course. Numan, you got something so you just came off mute. I don't know if you're going to add to that, or you just came off mute for another reason.
I'm sorry, that was a mistake. Sorry about that.
No worries, that's all right. I thought you were going to tell me that an example of it, perhaps. But yeah, so it is possible to do that. You'd have to fill out some forms with our academic team once you're on program, and we would look at it on a case-by-case basis, looking at the course that you originally started with, looking at the course that you want to change to, and looking obviously how the module mix for your foundation has will be able to support you in that change. Anything else, Beth, or is that it for now?
I think that's everything. Thanks everyone, and I've entered our email address a couple of times in the chat. Are you bringing that final slide up? Yeah,
apologies. So, yeah, there's the final slide.
So you've got a couple of email addresses there as well. So if there's anything specific about your offer, then please get in touch with us.
Yeah, please do. I'd just like to so any final thoughts perhaps from Amara before I just do a thank you to everyone on the panel?
Yeah, so like anything else, like, you know, any questions you guys have, just you have my contact number now. You guys can contact me directly and through your agent. Any way you're comfortable contacting us, do that. And best of luck.
Thanks, Amara. Just like to say thank you, Beth, for helping to arrange this, and Amara for your time, but most importantly, Emad, Syed, Numan, and Mahnoor for giving up your time to speak with everyone today and offer your wonderful advice and give us your experiences so eloquently as you have done today. So really very, very grateful to you all. Thank you very much for your time and really for your wonderful stories and wonderful answers as well. So thank you so much.
Yeah, and from me, thank you so much, all of you. And remember to stay in touch, Syed and Numan, you know, don't be strangers. It's really good to see both of you today and to hear that you're doing really well. So yeah, thank you all of you.
Yeah, thank you so much, Beth. Thank you so much, Rob. And it felt really good to see a few familiar faces again after a long time. It brought back some memories, even just after seeing those faces. Yeah.
Thank you.
And
And again,
all the best to the new students. I hope you enjoy your time in Birmingham, and just don't think that when you arrive in the UK, just don't think that you have a lot of time ahead. Trust me, when I arrived in the UK, I was like, I still have 3 years. I have a lot of time, but it just passed in the glimpse of an eye. So just make the most of your time. Enjoy your time in Birmingham and in the UK.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you very much as well for the panel and for inviting me. You know, like whenever BCUIC calls me out, I'll always be there because it's been part of my life like that. And for the new students, as Numan said as well, like you might take this time very seriously. I know 3 years seems a lot, but like education is very important. I'm just trying to sound like a very strict parent right now, but like it is what it is. And yeah, thank you very much once again. And it was an honor being here. Thank you.
thank you so much, Syed. I think your words, yeah, you're probably, that wouldn't be advice I'm sure you'd have said to yourself at the time, but you think now you can see the success that you can get from education in the UK and coming through BCU and BCUIC, you can see looking back that, you know, the commitment that you really make at this stage just helps you to develop your career and to build yourself in whichever direction you wish to. So thank you so much for everyone. Thank you. Really good session. Really grateful to you all. And thank you again to everyone who's attended today or is listening to this in the future. Thank you very much.